Today we are finally talking about something Canon fans have been waiting for. Something wildlife photographers, sports shooters, and hybrid creators have been discussing for months. And now it is official. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II release date has been confirmed, and this camera is about to shake the APS-C mirrorless market in a serious way. Yes, you heard that right. Canon is officially bringing the next generation of its high-speed APS-C beast. And this is not just a small refresh. This is a major upgrade that could completely change how creators look at crop sensor cameras in 2026. So in this video, we are first going to break down the officially confirmed release date, what it means for the market, why Canon waited this long, and how this timing positions the R7 Mark II against Sony and Fujifilm. After that, we will go deep into every major feature, every expected upgrade, and everything that makes this camera potentially the best APS-C camera of the year. Let's start with the big news. Canon has officially confirmed that the Canon EOS R7 Mark II will be released in late 2026, with global availability expected shortly after the announcement event. This confirmation ends months of leaks, rumors, and speculation across photography forums and tech communities. The original Canon EOS R7 was already one of the most popular APS-C mirrorless cameras in Canon's RF lineup, especially for wildlife and sports shooters who needed speed without paying full-frame flagship prices. But why now? Why 2026? The answer is simple: competition. Sony has been aggressively pushing its APS-C lineup, especially with cameras like the Sony a6700. While Fujifilm continues dominating the crop sensor world with its X-series models, Canon needed something that doesn't just compete, but leads. And this time, they are not playing safe. The confirmed launch window suggests Canon is targeting the holiday season and the professional sports calendar. That timing is not random. It positions the R7 Mark II as the perfect upgrade for action shooters before major sporting events begin. It also gives content creators and YouTubers time to review and promote the camera before peak buying season. Now let's talk about what this camera is expected to bring to the table. The Canon EOS R7 Mark II is rumored to feature a newly developed APS-C CMOS sensor with higher resolution than the original R7, while the first generation offered 32.5 megapixels. The Mark II could push even further, possibly around 34 to 36 megapixels, giving wildlife photographers more cropping flexibility without sacrificing detail. And that is a huge deal, because APS-C is all about reach. When you combine a high-resolution sensor with Canon's RF telephoto lenses, you get incredible subject magnification, which is exactly what bird photographers and sports shooters want. But resolution alone is not enough in 2026. Speed matters. The R7 Mark II is expected to improve burst shooting significantly. The original R7 already offered impressive high-speed continuous shooting, but the Mark II could push mechanical and electronic shutter speeds even further, potentially reaching up to 40 frames per second with improved buffer performance. Imagine capturing birds in flight with smoother sequences, or freezing peak sports action with zero blackout and improved rolling shutter control. That is where this camera becomes extremely powerful. Now let's move to autofocus, because this is where Canon has been dominating lately. Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF system has consistently been one of the best in the industry, and the R7 Mark II is expected to inherit the latest generation autofocus algorithms from Canon's higher-end full-frame bodies. That means better subject detection, improved eye tracking for humans, animals, and birds, and possibly enhanced vehicle detection as well. In 2026, autofocus is no longer just about speed. It is about intelligence. The R7 Mark II could feature AI-based tracking improvements that predict subject movement more accurately. For wildlife photographers, this means better lock-on performance when birds suddenly change direction. For sports shooters, this means more keepers during fast-paced action. Now let's talk about video. This is where things get very interesting. The original R7 already offered strong video capabilities, but the Mark II is expected to take hybrid performance to the next level. We could see oversampled 4K from a higher resolution sensor, potentially sharper than ever before. There is also speculation about improved heat management, allowing longer recording times without overheating issues. For content creators and YouTubers, that is massive. Some reports suggest internal 4K at higher frame rates with improved color, science, and better dynamic range. If Canon includes advanced log profiles and improved 10-bit internal recording options, the R7 Mark II could easily become one of the best hybrid APS-C cameras for both photography and filmmaking. And remember, APS-C cameras are lighter and more compact, which makes them perfect for travel, vloggers, and documentary creators who want portability without losing performance. Now let's talk about build quality and design. Canon is known for ergonomic excellence, and the R7 Mark II is expected to maintain a similar body style but with refinements, possibly improved weather sealing, stronger build materials, and maybe even better button customization. A higher resolution electronic viewfinder could also be part of the upgrade, offering clearer previews and better manual focusing precision. Battery life improvements are also expected, with better processing efficiency and possibly a newer image processor. We could see extended shooting sessions compared to the original R7. And speaking of processor, the R7 Mark II will likely feature Canon's latest generation image processor, improving noise reduction, dynamic range, and overall image rendering. That means cleaner high ISO performance, which is extremely important for wildlife and indoor sports photography. Low light performance has always been the challenge for APS-C cameras compared to full frame, but with better sensor design and processing power, the gap keeps getting smaller. Now let's talk about pricing expectations. While the official price will depend on the region, Canon is likely to position the R7 Mark II competitively to directly challenge Sony and Fujifilm. If Canon manages to offer these upgrades without a dramatic price increase, this camera could become one of the best value high-performance mirrorless cameras of 2026. And that is where things get exciting. Because the Canon EOS R7 Mark II is not just an upgrade, it is a statement. It shows that Canon is serious about APS-C. It shows that crop sensor cameras are not just entry-level options anymore. They are professional tools for serious creators who want speed, reach, and versatility. If the officially confirmed release date holds true, we are just months away from seeing real-world tests, wildlife shoots, sports photography reviews, and cinematic short films created entirely on this camera. And if Canon delivers everything that is expected, the R7 Mark II could easily become the most talked about APS-C camera of the year. This is not just another camera launch. This is Canon stepping forward in a competitive market and proving that APS-C is still alive, still powerful, and still evolving. So if you are a wildlife photographer waiting for more reach, a sports shooter needing speed, or a hybrid creator wanting powerful video in a compact body, the Canon EOS R7 Mark II might just be the upgrade you have been waiting for. Get ready, because 2026 is about to get very interesting.